But we'll see if we can catch some action here and there. As he goes wide, oh my goodness! Cobb's still staying out. Sticks. Oh, excuse me.
We'll have a fun little start after this formation lap. The 12 drivers lining up to the grid, coming in, exiting turn 8 here, but the 5 red lights will come on right now. And away we go here in Austria. Today, decent getaway from all the drivers. Here today, 3 wide. It looks to go like into turn 1 there. The Williams of Taco able to get through. The Mercedes dropping down the order of Tramaki. Wiggly going down. Fredder's dropping down the order too. As well, the Ferrari of Luck dropping down the order to K-Faz moving up a little bit. Here's our little bit of position changes so far. K-Faz looking to attack Buzz right now on those medium tires, but so is Buzz. There's also mediums, but the Audi, as there goes wide, the Williams, maybe your KB. That did look like to be the Williams. The Alpine of Fredder is still falling down the order, with the Ferrari losing a little bit of grip. K-Faz looking to be on the attack against the Red Bull. Looks like the Mercedes and the Ferrari looks to be making the moves. Luck wants to make the dive, but on the inside, he makes the dive on, but it's so much that he's not able to complete the move. The Mercedes retakes the loop, but that leaves Luck vulnerable to KB. KB, the V-car, making the move on the Ferrari. But can the Ferrari stick the move on the outside? Looks to be he does. Oh my goodness, a little bit of some action back here. Just outside the podium, the Mercedes of Termaki able to hold on to P3. Watching the back, there goes KB on the inside of Luck. Cobb right behind them though. But here comes KB trying to get that slipstream from the Mercedes. Are we going to see a dive bomb going on the inside? No, but Luck's going to try and make a move on the outside. Attacking, it maintains and makes the move. To me, this fight might have settled down just a little bit. But it looks like the Ferrari of Luck wants to make a move. The Mercedes is a lot more battery than he does. I can tell you that, which is advantage to Mercedes. But the V-Carb and the Ferrari are side by side. I'm just out realizing too. KB attacking the Ferrari, not able to make the move going into turn 1. He wants to fight back, but he's vulnerable to Cobb. Cobb with the double overtake, maybe. Going into turn 3, he's going to send it on the inside. Not able to make the move against the Ferrari.
But we'll see if we can catch some action here and there.
It looks to be like this battle for last place between Taco and Zazor seems to be the closest right now. Based off the timing sheets, Wiggly and Fredders though too, this battle for P9. As it looks like there must have been a moment between the Williams and the Racing Bull. The Williams missing a piece of that front wing. KB though looks to maybe try and have a move on to Cobb. On the inside, Fredders going on the inside of the Haas. So Wiggly, the two, duking out banging wheels. Or the Haas, the Alpine. The Haas maintains the position of P9. The Red Bull of Sticks putting some pressure on KB to continue duking it out with Cobb for P5. V-Carb dashing by the Haas.
As he goes wide, oh my goodness.
Through goes the Haas. Back again. Sticks maintaining P7, but he goes to the move on the inside, making the move. Now he's KB vulnerable to the Audi of Indringus. This looks to be there was a pile up. little bit ahead. KB catching a bit of a break. Group together. Buzz! Is that Buzz? Buzz has a moment. Oh no! The Red Bull was sitting so comfortably in the lead. Is now in P3. Oh no. He's able to recover a little bit into P2 right now, but he's got to catch up to K-Faz. Between the Haas and the Alpine. Oh, there goes wide. It goes Cobb. A little bit beautiful front wing shot of the Haas car, I'd like to say, but he's under threat to the Racing Bull of KB. Heading down the main straight, he has a lot more battery. KB gonna swiftly make the move, maybe not into turn one, but he will soon, and he will here most likely. Here he goes gaining on the Haas car, just a sitting duck. But KB playing the long game, charging his battery. As Wiggly and Fredders, not much action left here. For now, but Wiggly with a little spin loosage of the rears. The Audi. We're going to instantly go to this, as this is a fight for the lead of this race. Buzz wants to reclaim the position. He had a P1, but KB and Cobb looking closer too. Referencing the interval changes. As there comes KB looking on the inside against Cobb. The two go side by side, heading into turn 9. Wide goes the Racing Bull. Not able to make the move. The Red Bull, though, of Buzz gaining a little bit more on K-Faz. Both are on medium tires, so these hard runners behind them are going to start catching up. Here too, Buzz losing a little bit of the grip. This gives an opportunity to Taramaki, the Mercedes, to maybe make something happen, but those hards look a little cooked. Two, the Red Bull under threat to the Mercedes here in lap 10. He was attacking, now he's defending because that little grippage slip, I guess. But the Ferrari too looks to be attacking the Mercedes. Luck looks to have the freshest, harder tires. The Mercedes attentively defending the outside. No window there for the Ferrari. Luck biding his time, staying behind the Mercedes. All these other guys trying to discharge their batteries. Sitting ducks they are. Buzz looks to be getting closer. Not going to make a move. The Mercedes dive bombing, going a little wide there too. KB making a move on Cobb there for P6. Or P5, I should say. Buzz and Termaki now have a little bit of a gap between them now. Buzz able to recover a little bit. Luck, though, the Ferrari gaining on the Mercedes. Getting closer to, there he goes. Looks to go on the inside. Makes the move down into the straight, heading into turn 9. Keeps his line, goes extremely wide, but the Mercedes goes into the pits for the undercut. His eyes were with a 3-second time penalty. Now Buzz with a big lock up there into turn 3. My goodness, some interesting and close battles so far here in Austria. We're kind of in a lull point right now of luck. Buzz looks to be gaining the slipstream of the Audi. Can he think of a move here? He has a little bit of battery, and he has overtake mode. He slams it on. There goes the front wing and the rear wing, gaining that slipstream. K-Faz defends the inside. The Red Bull goes, makes the move, locks up a little bit too. The two wheel banging a little bit. Buzz maybe pushed him wide off track. K-Faz is not going to be happy about that. Buzz overtaken for the lead of this race. Here, it was very close between the two, but it looks to have been done cleanly, or else Buzz would have gotten something from the game. Has a little bit of moment with the rears, giving an opportunity to K-Faz flat spot that front right of the Red Bull. That's going to be detrimental for him. Trying to maintain the lead. K-Faz giving an opportunity and getting an opportunity. Caution, sector 2, the Williams of Taco having a little moment. The two drivers staying out. Come on, Buzz will not have overtaken him. K-Faz will. K-Faz looks to go on the move on the inside of turn 1. Dives, not able to make the move. Able to keep his front wing 2. Going on the inside goes the Audi driver up the hill. Will he make a move on the inside? He does. Pushing the Red Bull a little wide, leaving the space. K-Faz re-overtakes for the lead of this race. Buzz overtakes once again on the outside. But K-Faz duking it out again on the inside. Who has the better grip line, K-Faz or Buzz? Buzz looks to be on the outside. K-Faz under fire by Luck. Luck making the overtake for P2. K-Faz fighting it back on the inside into turn 7 and 8. Luck. The Red Bull goes wide. A Buzz. Luck making the move on the inside. Not going to make the move. Look to be a little bit K-Faz. Getting a wonderful view of this. Oh, maybe a little wheel bangage there. Luck attacks on the inside. Buzz vulnerable to the Audi. He defends against the Audi. The Audi maintaining the outside line. Buzz struggling. Oh, going a little bit wide. Pushes the Audi wide, it looked like there. The Audi able to maintain position. Buzz is off track. And in the grass. Those tires are at their length's end for all of these three. As the Audi declaring not going into the pits, the Red Bull definitely going to be heading into the pits after that spin. Luck now in the race lead, the current driver champion. The Mercedes in the Haas of Cobb and Termaki. Right up Termaki, old hard tires. The Mercedes making his move and making his way up the grid. Now that he has pitted, since we're in a little bit of the pit window, here's our tires for us. The top 6 have all not pitted except for Termaki. Termaki most likely going for the 2-stop strategy. Hard, medium, medium, or hard, medium, soft. But he's the net race leader right now.
Cobb still staying out. Sticks.
Oh, excuse me, still staying out. Buzz going to work his way up his teammate, not messing around, playing the team game. Buzz attacking his teammate, trying not to screw him over and run inside of him too. But Buzz and K-Faz coming out close together. There goes the Red Bull, cutting it close there too. Here go the two, duking it out once again. K-Faz on the outside, has the grip. On the line, does not. Buzz able to make the move for P5. Audi once again on the inside. Side by side going into turn 1. They both break by the same, cutting across the inside. Buzz maintains the position. The two side by side once again. Cobb getting a beautiful back end view of this. Lovely brawl. K-Faz maintaining the position. Now approaching Cobb. Buzz attacking on the outside. The two duking, scrounging it out around these corners of Austria. Buzz maintaining the move. Heading into turn 5. Overtaking the Haas car. Is the Audi driver there too? And has had the successful undercut as they look to be gaining against the Mercedes, as his mediums probably have peepered out. Cobb will finally head into the pits as K-Faz attacking again in the inside of turn 1. No space, having to bail out. The Red Bull will get overtake this lap as he attacks, going down the main straight and makes the move up for P1 as Luck finally and KB finally head into the pits for medium tires. K-Faz with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings that could ruin his race. K-Faz attacking for P2 with Termaki. Buzz with a little bit of lockup, finally able to regain that P1. Later, as Zizor and the Audi of Andringas duking it out there for P9. Maybe we'll catch a little bit of that action, yeah. Zizor and Andringas going side by side with the Haas of Wiggly watching on. We'll watch along with Wiggly, too. These two duking it out. Ooh, a little bit of wheel banging. 3 wide, it looked to be almost. The V-car bows out. Goes side by side with the Haas of Wiggly. Wiggly almost through. Termaki heads into the pits for his 2-stop strategy. Fredders with a 3-second time penalty. We'll go to penalties right here. The V-car going wide of Zizor, who has a 3-second time penalty along with the Dringus, Fredders, and K-Faz. Taco has a 6-second time penalty. A little bit, but Andringas said Zizor and Wiggly all just very close to together. There goes Zizor going through for this battle for P9. This fun little brawl. Looks to be some more action further up the grid. The Red Bull of Sticks going on Cobb. Here Cobb going very wide out of turn 8. Sticks wants to help out Red Bull and help out his teammate. Because Buzz finally has one tonight, and I know Buzz would like it. If Sticks can get some more points. Andringas, though, pulled away a little bit. Or Zizor pulled away a little bit. Andringas now falling behind a little bit. Wiggly looks to be making a move. Goes on the outside. Flies by the Audi. Termaki with the 3-second time penalty. He drops down the order. Wait, yeah, he already dropped because he pitted. Oh, big incident there. Damage on track. Goes wide the Red Bull of Sticks. That might be a track limit here soon. Mercedes goes on the inside of the Red Bull. Side by side. Almost are the two. Mercedes tucks behind, though. Not able to make the move. Tucks a little bit on the inside. The Red Bull leaves the space. The Mercedes zooms on through. The Red Bull, though, does have battery to attack back of Sticks. The attack back, he's not going to do it in turn 3. Can he maybe do it in turn 4? The Mercedes pulling away a little bit and focusing his sights on Cobb now. Cobb attacking the outside, the inside, maintaining that racing line as much as possible. Sticks, though, trying just to keep up with them, to maintain with them, but we got a good little action between Termaki and Cobb as Cobb seems to be pulling away a little bit. Caution sector 2. That looks to be Wiggly having a little bit of a moment there. No safety car as of yet. Podium position might heat up a little bit. Luck getting close to his championship rival, K-Faz. These are the only 2 Grid Prix winners right now this season are K-Faz and Luck. Buzz wants to add his name to the list. Luck going on the outside. Makes the overtake on the Audi. Can the Audi driver respond? Dives in to turn 9. The 2 wheel bang a little bit. K-Faz makes the move out of turn 10. What a move to be able to re-overtake there from the Audi driver. Dominant showing right now. Here in Tier 2, had a struggle right there in the middle portion of this race, but able to bounce back. He's just got to maintain this pace. He's on to be a race winner here in Austria, and a great win to have for Red Bull. And a beautiful shot we're getting. with that Red Bull wing and this beautiful Red Bull car. Oh, look at that. But the Haas of Cobb able to defend from the Mercedes, attacking the Alpine. Sticks heading into the pits. Here goes the Haas of Cobb on the inside of Fretters, able to make the move, pushes the Alpine wide. Fretters able to maintain the position. Instead, the Mercedes making the move on the Haas driver. Cobb taking one step forward, he takes 2 steps back. Fretters defending has 6-lap-old mediums. Cobb with 4-lap-old mediums. Tamaki with the fresher grip here. Softs wanted to make a move there into turn 10. Can he make a move? Will Fretters lose 2 positions to the Mercedes into the Haas? No, he won't, but it looks like the Ferrari getting closer, edging to the Audi. The Ferrari getting close, but so do these 3. Little lace night battle action. Lovely dive bomb. Cobb with a 3-second time penalty though for track limits. Tamaki maintaining the position though too. These 2 going side by side down the back straight. The Haas making the overtake on the Mercedes. The Mercedes gonna fight back, stick it on the inside. A little bit of wheel banging between the 2 drivers. Still side by side exiting turn 5. Heading into 6th, the Haas maintains the lead. Because of that 3-second time penalty, which is probably why Luck has not made an overtake right now. But this Haas having to defend against Tamaki. Now on the fresher, grippier tires, Tamaki able to make the move on the Haas car. The Haas car fighting back on the mediums, makes the re-overtake. The drivers behind sticks with a 3-second time penalty. Tamaki overtaking Cobb. Once again, KB moving a little bit ahead in his own little world, but Luck now making himself known in the penultimate lap to the Audi of K-Faz. Ferrari actively now fighting for position, even though he knows K-Faz is a 3-second time penalty. Tapping a little bit of a front wing to the gearbox of that Audi. Goodness gracious, attacking on the outside, which then becomes the inside. K-Faz still maintains position. Luck still not giving it up on the fresher mediums, but those mediums look to be cooked. But those hards seem to have maintained a little bit of some grip. Here too, Luck gonna duke it out with K-Faz on this final lap. But this man here built a 10-second gap between the 2 drivers behind him. Buzz looks to win as he continues to lead this race here in the final lap. Get a little bit of last lap drama action between the Ferrari and the Audi. I think I may have called it. We were going to see some last action fireworks. We're going to get some last action fireworks here. The Ferrari and the Audi. Oh, as I keep clicking. Ferrari maybe looking to just slot himself behind the Audi. Not going to try and make something silly decision for this. The remaining part of this race looks to be not so much, but here he comes down turns 9 and turn 10. The Red Bull, he was on pole position. He's going to convert that to his first Grand Prix win. Buzz wins here in Austria. The beautiful podium celebrations from Buzz. There too, Superman himself looking like Clark Kent, as he is. Luck and K-Faz there up with him on the podium celebrations. Wonderful to see Red Bull home team win a race here in their homeland of Austria. The American Red Bull driver very happy with his performance. But race winner Buzz, fastest lap goes to Luck, driver of the day, and most overtakes to Sticks. Cleanest driver goes to KB. Yeah, that'll be your race today. Buzz, Luck, K-Faz, your podium sitters. KB, Fretters rounding your top 5. Tamaki, Cobb, Sticks, Zizor and Andringas round out your top 10, Wiggly and Taco round out your top 12, folks. But that's been a wonderful race that we've been able to see here in Scrub Racing Tier 2. I've been your commentator, Woo Shiesty, and we'll see you next week as we head to Las Vegas, baby. We'll see you next week.